Okay, yes, I'm Marigold Bentley. I'm from the local Quakers here in Dorchester, and I'm local myself. And I do, it is a great turnout, and actually standing here, you all look fantastic. Well done, Dorchester, and well done the organisers, especially Candy, for all the hard work she put into trying to get people out to talk about this absolutely fundamental issue. Because of course there is a live war in Ukraine, but there are live wars in many places in the world, and there are many, many opportunities for peace all the time. It's very, very important in the anti-war movement, the peace movement, to talk about positive options. So we all need to understand much more about how wars come about, as well as about how wars are ended. And it is a very, very difficult thing, but we know that peace is possible because here we all are standing here saying this is possible in a free and liberal way, which is fantastic. But these are the things that we want for everybody all over the world. Remembering that there is one planet and one human race, and there are enormous possibilities for peace all the time, everywhere. But it does require an enormous amount of effort. We do have some very, very important institutions which groups such as the Quakers are very involved in. I'm of course referring to the United Nations and of course many other lower level institutions which are created because there was an enormous commitment made in 1945 to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war. That is in the Declaration of the United Nations. So those are the things, they're all out there. There are loads of possibilities to work for peace. This is one of them. Here we are saying peace is possible. But there are also lots and lots of things that we've got to do. We've got to be involved in the working against the arms trade. We've got to have a really active and creative conversation about how peace comes about, how peace is created, but also how do we ensure security for the ideas that are important to us. And that's ongoing. And it's a conversation we've absolutely got to have with young people especially. Now here in Dorchester we've got some fantastic schools. We've got some wonderful teachers represented here, but we've also got a thing called the military training in the school in Thomas Hardy. So there is a normalisation, a gradual normalisation, that the way in which you deal with a dispute is that you deal with it in a violent way, with arms. Now, Quakers over the centuries have always challenged that. We've always said safety comes from a great huge range of things. It doesn't just come from the opportunity for violence. So it's our responsibility to all engage with peaceful options wherever we can. It might be through peace education in schools. It must be through conversations with lots of people about all the fantastic peace creation that we have seen over the past 50 years. There is peace in Northern Ireland, which was a war that we were, as Brits, directly responsible for. There was a fantastic peace process there. There were enormous efforts made in former Yugoslavia. These are all wars that were active in our lifetimes, all of us here. So there are lots and lots of people who are very, very expert at creating a peace opportunities, and those are the ones that we want to support and back up. And war should never be used for political opportunity, obviously not. So we all know who I'm referring to there. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and it's lovely to see so many Quakers here today.
Great, great.